Coming to the anatomy of monocot stem, monocot root and monocot leaf we had already discussed in the past lectures. Now when we talk about monocot stem, now note this is a stem of a monocot plant. Now let's come layer by layer. So epidermis, as we know, is the outermost layer, compactly arranged transparent cells, and most of the cells are barrel shaped and they are parenchyma cells, right? Next to it is the hypodermis. Hypodermis is the layer below the epidermis. In epidermis, unlike the monocot root, here root hairs are absent. In monocot root, the root hairs are present, and there are two dumbbell guard cells which protect the stomata in the case of epidermis. The next is hypodermis. Hypodermis has a layer of sclerenchyma, and this sclerenchyma layer is present just below the epidermis. Intercellular spaces are not present. As you can see, the layer is very closely packed, unlike the ground tissue where you do have intercellular space. But the ground tissue here, there is no differentiation between cortex, pith, pericycle, unlike the monocot root where you have differentiated pith, cortex and pericycle. So, in the case of monocot stem, there is no differentiation. The outer cells are smaller. As you move towards the center, the cells get bigger. Okay, there is a lot of intercellular spaces. Vascular bundle is present within the ground tissue, and these cells do have reserve material, that is reserve food material, which is present. Hypodermis, we already said the main function of hypodermis, since it is sclerenchyma, we well know that it would provide mechanical strength and rigidity to the stem. Now the next is vascular bundle. Vascular bundle is enclosed within the bundle sheath. Now in the vascular bundle, previously we had seen for a leaf it was collateral, closed and conjoint. Okay, in the case of root, monocot root, it was exarch. Here it is endarch in nature. That means protoxylem is below the metaxylem. So what is the structure? It is Y-shaped in nature. The Y leg, the lower part of it, is the protoxylem. The two strands of the Y are the metaxylem. In between there are tracheids. Phloem is present on the upper side towards the epidermis. Protophlloem is present on the upper side of the metaphloem. That's one of the major characteristics, and as we can see, protoxylem is under the metaxylem, and therefore the vascular bundle here is endarch. However, it do have a closed collateral and a conjoint structure, right? So it is closed, collateral and conjoint structure, but unlike the monocot root where it was exarch, here it is endarch. One of the major differences. Unlike the monocot root where you had no differentiation between the where it was clear differentiation between the cortex, pith, pericycle, here in a monocot stem there is no differentiation between cortex, pith and pericycle. It is all undifferentiated under ground tissue where the outer cells are smaller. As you go towards the center, the cells get bigger. There is lot of intercellular spaces, lot of food reservoirs, and within this ground tissue are vascular bundles which are enclosed within the bundle sheath. So this was a quick summary about monocot stem and the differentiation of a monocot root and a monocot stem. The major characteristics where the xylem is exarch in root, endarch in stem, and there is differentiation in the case of root, no differentiation, and a single ground tissue in the case of stem. So those are some of the clear things that we have discussed in this lecture. Do follow the link below for more practice questions on monocot leaves, monocot stem and monocot roots. Thanks for joining in.